Hi, I'm making this video to just show the process I go through to put the newsletter for Whitney Town Bowls Club on the website. Now, a document like this is quite a challenge to do. There are many elements inside of Word that are working specifically in Word, but to transfer that information to a website is quite a bit of a challenge, but you can get close with a bit of effort. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing that with this video. So the first thing I really need to do is just put that away. Just need to sign on to the website. So just go into the front end so that I can get to the editor and add it. Now you will see that what we want to do is we want to add that newsletter to the page that links from this menu item. So if I click on that, it'll take me into the newsletter page, and you can see we still have this page under construction, which is what I want to do now. So all I need to do really is I need to replace whatever is in here with that newsletter. So the way to do that is to go into the editor for this page. We can also refer to this as the article that is posted on that page. And you can see it's news page under construction. That's the title of it. And I can simply replace this page, or I can actually create a new page and bring it in here now. So this website is constructed in such a way that you can post on that page multiple newsletters. You don't have to have only one, so you can have many news items as you want. Now, how that is done, if we look at the publishing tab, you will see that this is posted under the category news. So you can, because we're using a category, we can post more than one news article on that page, and they will list one on top of the other, the newest one always on top. Or you could decide you want only one in there, which means that you're going to have to unpublish, change the status and unpublish it by choosing that. That means that article will no longer show, only the new article. So I'm going to do that. I'm not going to change the current one, so I'm going to cancel out of this. That can remain there. We can later on unpublish it if we want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new article. So I click on the create an article button, and there you have the new article. So because I was on the publishing page, the system remembers, so it defaults to the publishing page, but you've got those 4 tabs that you can work with. So we can start with a publishing page, and we can choose news. As you can see, there are quite a few categories that can be chosen, but we'll choose news, and we don't have to do anything else. Everything else will be okay, so we're going to leave it there. Then we're going to go to the content page. Now the idea is that we should copy the information from the Word document into this page. So just again to show the Word document. This is the newsletter for September 2014, so I'm going to use that information to create a title. As you can see, the title is mandatory. You have to have a title. That's what the asterisks mean. So I'm just going to say newsletter hyphen September 2014, meaning that the next newsletter could be October 2014, so we'll name that newsletter October 2014. No two articles can have the same name or the alias. The alias will be generated from that name, as you will notice later. So that is that. So all I have to do is I now have to copy that information in here on this page, and I'll show you how I do that. Well, the first thing we need to do is we need to I'm just going to expand that. We need to go to this information, let's say view. Somewhere there ought to be a way to select the whole document in here somewhere, but the shortcut way to do this would be to click 3 times in quick succession, like 1, 2, 3, and that didn't work well because I clicked in the header area, and as you can see there, it tells me that I'm in the header area, so I got to click outside of that. I just double click to get outside of that. If I click with the right hand mouse button where it doesn't select anything, let's say there, click with the right hand, no, that is in the header area, let's say there, click with the right hand mouse button. Hopefully I get some way to select all the information on the whole document, but I don't. But if I click here at this point 3 times, do you see how the cursor changed like that? 1, 2, 3, you will see that I selected the whole document. If I now go down, you will see everything is selected. So all I really have to do now is to click on there with the right hand mouse button, say copy. That action would put everything that I've now selected onto the clipboard. I can now move that document away, go back here, and then choose that button that says paste from Word. It is a special paste button. You use that only when you copied information from Word. What it's trying to do, I suppose, is to try and keep some of the formatting of Word. So I click on that button, say paste from Word. I'm presented with this little window where it tells me that I should press Control, hold it in, and press V. If I click inside there, press my Control key down, hold it in, and press V, you will see that it now copied all that information into this little window. Now if I press OK, it will put it in there, as you can see. So I'm just going to put that nicely in the window so we can see. And if I drag it up, this is the whole thing. But you will notice that a lot of the formatting that we had in the Word document did not transfer to this document, and this is where the problem starts. You cannot expect a crude editor like this one to do what Word does. Word is such a big package, a big program. It just simply is not possible. So to compare again, this is what the Word document looks like. And one thing you will notice, that images never copies. That image can't copy from the Word document because it needs to be put onto the server where this website is hosted and in a directory there, and then refer to it, be able to do that. But what we can do is we can now take this document on the website, and we can try and change it so it looks like this online newsletter. And it's going to take a while. We've already spent about 10 minutes doing just what we were doing now. Of course, a lot of time was wasted in making this video, but you will notice that this will probably take you a few videos to do everything perfectly, as you will see, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make one video after the other to format this so you can see how this is done. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take the document, put it next to this recording area on my other screen, and I'm going to use that. Now the first thing you can see is this is not even centered. Everything else is centered, but this is not centered, so I need to center that, and that is the one thing I'm going to do. I've got about 3 minutes to do this in. Now the way to do that is to click on that source tool, which will give you really the source code, the HTML, which is what the computer really understands. And you will see that right on top there it refers to the table. So what you need to do is, before that, I have to put in a new tag to tell it to center the table. So what I'm going to put in, and let's hope it works, will be /div align equals center, spelled the American way, and we close the tag with that. And of course we go to the end of the table there, and we're going to, let me just see where that diff is. So I created the diff there, and it seems to have put in the diff there automatically. So if I click on there, you will find that this is now centered. So this is the only way that I can find to center this thing with a table. This is deemed to be a table, is by going into the source code and put the tag in manually. There's no other way that I found to be able to do this. So if you look at that, you will see that now it is centered almost the same as that, except for the text inside. The text inside is not centered. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just select everything inside here and click on the center button, and that will probably center it a little bit better. If I delete that, you can see that the picture that's supposed to go in there, that image, is now also centered as well. You can see even that is a little bit high. So if we do that, then that looks much better already. Okay, so I'm going to end the video at this point, and I'll make another video to follow this up to show the rest of the formatting that I will apply to this document. But as you can see, it doesn't look too bad. Everything else is centered now, unfortunately, which means that I've got to fix that, take the centering of that, or of some of that information, and then we'll have a look. So that is all for this video. This will be part 1 of formatting this newsletter. I will follow this up with a part 2.